Hey y'all, today we are starting out barefaced and we are trying out two new products. This is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator medium tan. Might be too dark, but we'll see. I also have the Megalast Incognito Concealer All Day Full Coverage. This is in the shade Light Honey. I have used this, so I'll give you a full review on it. I have not tried the Tinted Hydrator. I got them at the same time, but I used this one. I haven't used this one. I've actually used this one like 3 or 4 times now. I want to start out by putting a bit of this on the red area of my nose. If you guys don't know, I do have a, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm just, it's a vein. It's a vein. We'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to try to cover this up a bit where that is supposed to be a bit lighter coverage. But that must be the whole theme right now. It's all sheer to medium coverage. Nothing heavy, more BB creams, CC creams, tinted moisturizer type products. So we're going to need a little more full coverage for this nose. It is what it is. Also, the skin is just moisturized, no primer, nothing like that. If you are new here, I always want to let you guys know we use all natural lighting here. I want you guys to see my skin, my redness, rosacea, pores, dark spots, all of my wonderful imperfections, so we can see how this little baby actually covers and you guys can actually see it. If you're using artificial lighting, it totally distorts the skin. I'm not gonna lie, I've done it. It makes your skin look better than it is. We're just gonna put that out there. But no blurring, no filtering. This is my skin. So on the directions for this, it says to put it on with your hands first. So that is what I'm doing. And then it says to use whatever kind of tool that you want. Whoops. This feels very light. It feels pretty moisturizing. I like the way it feels going on. Definitely just got that in the hair. Oh, also my hair. I did not want to have the first video with my new hair and it be up, but I just got my carpal tunnel injection. So it's gonna look like we just got out of bed, but I didn't. It's painful for the first couple of days. So this is what we've got, but I did chop it off. I cut off like 8 inches of my hair and I went back black. So I want to let it regrow. It was so dead where I had went lighter. It was just so dead, so unhealthy. Now I don't have as much hair, but at least my hair feels like good, healthy hair. So we'll see how that goes. But it's like collarbone area. It's pretty short, but I like it. It's an adjustment. I have to kind of get used to styling it different. You guys know how that goes. A haircut, one as drastic as as I did, it takes some getting used to. Okay, here we are up close. That's just with the hand application. Oh, the nose looks rough. The forehead looks pretty good. Definitely light coverage. The nose really looks bad, like really bad. So I'm gonna add some more. We'll try building this baby up. See, okay, that was way too much. Let me grab some, put it over here. I want to see if we can get to that medium coverage mark, but it does feel nice on the skin. It's just very sheer right now, very sheer. All right, for the nose, I'm going to use a sponge. And the coverage, I mean, like with the nose, I can make that up with the concealer because it definitely took the concealer off. But I'm trying to see if we can build it up on the cheeks. I'm going to use a sponge on this side and a brush on the other side. Okay. Doesn't really look like it built up much at all with the sponge. So let's see if we can with the brush. I can still see all of my imperfections. It just kind of feels more moisturized, really. All right, let's try one more time. We'll use the brush on this side. Oh gosh, this stuff comes out so, wow. Like you're trying to push just a little bit out and you get like a whole crap load. So be aware. Probably don't do it like that. Probably put it on your hand and your fingertips first. Okay, so push, push, push into the skin. Like I said, it does feel very nice and hydrating. I don't think, yeah, we're not gonna get to that medium coverage mark. Not on my skin anyway. Probably just one application, like put it on with your hands. If you want to build it up once, I would say that's okay. It's starting to look a bit heavier, and that's kind of not what we want out of a tinted moisturizer. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It's just starting to look a little off. Okay, so here's what we've got. I think we have a solid high light coverage, but it's just light coverage. You can still see all of my redness, rosacea. I don't think it accentuates pores, texture, any of that too much. It looks decent, looks pretty good. I don't really have any super big complaints with it. The nose doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look bad. Now, the concealer, I really like this concealer. I think it definitely gives really great coverage. I'm sorry, my dog's behind me. You're gonna hear his toenails. He's just not happy right now. This does have a scent to it. They've definitely put a fragrance in there. It's not awful. It doesn't stay around forever, but there's definitely a fragrance. You can definitely smell it. I like to use a little bit at first, kind of get it rubbed in with my brush, and then I will smooth everything out with my sponge. I don't know why my under eyes with winter, they've gotten drier and they're not looking great right now. Like my wrinkles are just pronounced. So I try to use as little as possible on the under eye, but you guys see the coverage is so nice. I think it's full coverage, but I don't think it's like over the top crazy full coverage, but it's definitely full coverage. I love the way this looks on the skin. It lasts on me all day. It doesn't get really crepey or creasy. I think it looks great, and especially at that low cost. I mean, I'm not complaining about this one. Since I have picked it up, like I said, I've used it 3 or 4 times, and that's all I've used. Even with doing my makeup, not filming, I have just gravitated towards it. It is good. I really do like it. I think it's a natural finish. I don't think it is super matte, but it's not glowy. It's more of just a natural skin finish. I gotta wipe this foundation off my lips because I hate that. Okay, so this is what we've got. Nothing is set yet. I am going to set the under eyes. This, what do they call this again? A tinted hydrator. It is kind of set on its own, even with building it so much. Let me see if it's transferring at all. All right, it does transfer a little bit. I'm gonna give this a few more minutes, see if it's going to fully set. If not, I may set it, I'm not sure. But I'm going to finish up the face and then we'll be back to talk about this some more. All right, lovelies, this is our finished look. I didn't set this at first. I went to start applying. I used a cream blush, the e.l.f. blushes. But once I started to use a powder, it went on nicely on the forehead. But remember, we did not build it up there. But we did build it up on the cheeks. It started to break apart, look really bad, really patchy. So I did lightly set it. It looks okay. It doesn't look great. It looks just okay. But I should definitely have sat this down. So I do recommend that. If you want to use powder products, maybe let it sit for quite some time first, or just go ahead and set it. The under eyes look perfect, smooth, gorgeous. Like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys, I love the concealer. I highly recommend this. So inexpensive. You can get it at Walmart or Ulta. So this I love. We are going to do a wear test, of course, on the Tinted Hydrator. See how it wears, all of that good stuff. So this is our starting point, and I will see you guys later on. Don't mind my lumberjack coat. It's freezing in here, so it's just a little big, but it's fine. It's nice and warm. We are at the 4-hour mark, and it still looks pretty darn good for where we started, given it didn't look perfect to begin with. Like I said, when I was going to put blush, bronzer, all that on, it did kind of mess it up a bit, but it's not awful. So I don't think it's much different than when we started. I think it's worn just a smidge. Don't know what that is, but it doesn't look bad. So we are going to stick to this wear test, and I will see you guys several hours later. I'm gonna remove my lumberjack jacket. But it has been 8 hours. It's starting to get dark. So I am going to keep this on to about the 12-hour mark just to see if it starts doing something weird, starts breaking down super bad. I will put a picture here. But this is oil-free. It's supposed to be hydrating. I definitely think it's hydrating. You can feel that it's hydrating on the skin. So by far, I agree with that one. It says sheer to medium. I don't think you can build this up to a medium coverage. Like, it's crazy though, because that's all I've seen. All of the new foundation products that are coming out are sheer to medium. This one, I don't think you can get it to a medium coverage, but it does say for a flawless, softly luminous complexion. It has hyaluronic acid, plant-derived squalene, healthy looking, supple, moisturized skin. So I like that it does have those ingredients in there. They're probably really low down on the list, so it's probably not that much. I like that this is oil-free. I will list how many shades they have. I don't think it's that many shades, but with something like this that is sheer to light coverage, they're pretty flexible. Now, softly luminized, I could see that, but I mean, it is very soft. I don't think it leaves that much glow on the skin. It's okay. But the main thing with me is you can't really put anything over this that it doesn't transfer. It does set to where it feels almost set on the skin, but if you touch it, if you try to apply anything over top, it does transfer, it does come off, so you're gonna end up looking really patchy. I'm gonna wear it again, not try to build it up as much, and see if it does do the same thing. That could be operator error, where I did try to see how far we could get this, how high coverage we could get it. Even though it's medium, like that was what they claimed, I wanted to see if we could get it to a medium coverage, which, like I said, on my skin, that's a no-go. But I I did build it up. So I'm gonna try again, not build it up, because it looks okay on the skin. I don't have really any complaints other than having to set it transferring, and then how it looked a little patchy. But it's worn really nicely. I don't have any complaints about the way it's worn, and it's been 8 hours. So I do like that. I like this product. I would recommend it by far over the new, what is it called? The new Revlon Lake Cover. I would highly recommend this one over that one if you're in the market for a drugstore product like this. Plus, this one's $5. You know, it's cheaper. So, with this, you guys already know, I love this concealer. It's $4. You can't beat that, and it is good. So this is where we are staying with my thoughts right now. Normally with most products, eyeshadows, foundations, concealers, I know very quickly if I like them or if I don't. My thoughts don't really change. I might have one every now and again that it's kind of like, I like it. I don't know if I recommend it. Let me try working with it more. But that's rare. That's going to be a rare product to where you have to kind of figure out, is this how you apply it? Is that how you apply it? Kind of like that. But these are pretty standard. I like this one. I'm not in love with this one, but I do like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.